There's a reason your automation offer keeps getting a "let me think about it," and I promise you it has nothing to do with your build quality. I've watched builders put together genuinely impressive systems, walk into a room, and get told no. And I've watched people with half of their technical skill close $5,000 a month. The difference between those two is a single decision that happens before you even open your laptop. And by the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what it is. It's the reason why some AI retainers get canceled in month 3 and others never get canceled at all. So if you want to learn how to build and sell these, how to actually make money with AI, join my school community of over 3,000 members doing that for real. The link is down below. And if you're a business owner and you just want these running in your business done for you, book a call with me. That link is down below too. Now, let's dive in. Okay, so here's the shift. And this is critical for you to understand if you actually want to make money with AI. Almost every AI offer being sold right now is a cost saving. Save them 10 hours a week, cut their admin time, reduce errors, and those are real. Businesses do like them, but watch what happens to a cost-saving offer inside of a business owner's head. He hears 10 hours a week. Then he does the math in his head on what those 10 hours per week cost him. And it's a part-time person that he was never going to hire anyway. So the value is theoretical. And when Q4 gets tight and he's cutting line items off of his P&L, guess which one goes first? It's the thing that he can't point to and say, that made me money. Now watch what happens when the offer produces revenue. He doesn't compare your price to a salary. He compares it to the jobs that it booked. And once your system is the reason that 3 extra jobs closed last month, canceling you costs him money. He'll cut his own marketing budget before he cuts you. Same technical build, same tools, completely different conversation, completely different price, and completely different churn. So I'm going to give you 5 offers that live on the revenue side, ones that I've built and sold to real clients. And I want you to actually pick one, because the whole point of this entire video is that you actually go do something with it. Not that you feel motivated for 20 minutes and then go polish your vibe-coded website again. And number 5 on this list is something that almost nobody in this space is selling yet. And it's the one that I would be building if I were starting over today. So let's start with number 1, because it's the offer where money is bleeding out right now, this week, while you're watching this. Number 1 is Speed to Lead, an AI voice agent that answers the phone. Here's the situation in almost every home service business in your city. They spend money on Google ads and Angie leads. They spend money on trucks with their names on them. They get referrals. And then the phone rings at 6:40 in the evening and nobody picks up, because the office manager left at 5. The homeowner does not leave a voicemail and then wait. She goes back to the search results and then just calls the next guy. So let's do the math out loud, because this is the part that you have to be able to say on a sales call. Say they're getting 40 calls a week, and 12 of those come in after hours or while everyone's on a job site. Let's say 1 in 4 of those would have become a booked job. That's 3 jobs a week that they never knew existed. At a $450 average ticket, that's $1,350 a week. That's a little over $70,000 a year walking out the door from calls that they already paid to generate. Now you tell him that your voice agent is $1,500 a month. You see what just happened? You didn't ask him to spend $1,500. You showed him a $70,000 hole and offered to patch it for $18,000. That's a completely different conversation than, this will save your receptionist some time. And here's the part that I love about this offer for beginners. You don't have to convince him that he has the problem. He already knows. He's been annoyed about missed calls for years and just accepted it as a cost of doing business. Or he takes calls personally on his cell phone after hours for a couple of hours, and then it's been ruining his home life. Okay, number 2, and this one is sitting in his inbox right now. Unclosed quote follow-up. Every contractor, every commercial cleaner, every IT shop has a folder of quotes that they sent out 3 weeks ago that nobody ever touched again. Not dead leads, warm ones. People who asked for a price, got one, and then life happens on both ends. You build a system that follows up on every open quote until it gets a yes or a no. Day 2, day 5, day 12, in his voice, referencing the actual job. And the math here is even better than number 1, because you're not creating demand. You're collecting on demand that he already paid to create. Say he sends 30 quotes a month at an $8,000 average ticket, and he closes 25% of them. Push that number to 32% with follow-up, which is by no means an aggressive number. And that's 2 more jobs a month, $16,000 in revenue every month. from leads that he already had. And I want you to notice something about how I'm describing these. I'm not describing the build. I haven't said one word about which tool I would use. On a sales call, the build is the least interesting thing in the room. And the second you start talking about it, you've turned yourself back into a vendor. Number 3, database reactivation. This is number 2's older, colder, much bigger cousin. Number 2 is people who asked for a price this month. Number 3 is everyone who gave that business their contact information and then forgot that they exist. Every business has this list. It's in their CRM or their Jobber account or a spreadsheet that the old office manager made in 2021. Hundreds or thousands of names doing absolutely nothing. You build a skill that segments that list and writes a reactivation campaign in their own voice, tied to whatever it is that they actually sell. And the math, 1,100 old contacts, you wake up 2% of them, that's 22 customers at an average ticket of $600, $13,200 from a list that was worth 0 to him a week ago. And it's the easiest sale on this entire list for one reason. You never have to explain AI. You never have to say the word automation. You walk in and say, you got 1,100 people in there who already told you that they were interested. Let me go wake some of them up. That's a sentence that a 58-year-old plumbing company owner is going to understand immediately. And it's the reason why I recommend this one to someone who has never sold anything in their entire life. Now, number 4 is the one that's going to test whether you actually absorbed the point of this video, because on the surface, it looks like a time saver, and it isn't, and I want to show you why. Same day quotes. So the contractor drives out to a job. He takes photos, he talks to the homeowner for 20 minutes, and he drives home. And then the quote sits in his head for 3 days because writing it up is the part of the job that he hates more than anything in the world. Service calls and customer service issues come up and distract him. Now, if I told you I can turn his 3-day quote into a 20-minute quote, your brain files that away as a time-saving offer. He saves a couple hours a week. Fine, whatever, that's a $400 a month offer. But that's not what's happening. The homeowner called 4 companies. Whoever gets that number back to her first wins a shocking amount of the time, because by the time that bid number 4 arrives, she's already emotionally picked someone. She's not running a procurement process. She just wants the thing to be handled. And I saw this firsthand working for an insulation company. When it's 115 degrees in Fresno, the homeowner is going to go with whoever sends the quote first because they want relief now. So the build saves 2 hours. The outcome is that he starts winning bids that he used to lose. And he was losing them for a reason that has nothing to do with his pricing or his craftsmanship. He was losing them because he's a roofer and not a paperwork guy. Same exact build. If you sell it as hours saved, you'll get $400 a month. If you sell it as win rate, you're in a completely different price bracket. And you're in a conversation that he actually cares about. That's the whole video right there in one offer. The build didn't change, the frame did. Okay, number 5. And this is the one that I teased at the start. And it's the one that almost nobody in the AI space is touching yet. AI search visibility. Here's what's happening right now. And most local business owners have not caught up to it yet. People are not just Googling anymore. Someone needs an HVAC company and they open ChatGPT and type, who's the best HVAC company in Fresno? And they get an answer with about 3 names in it. If your client is not one of those 3 names, then they do not exist in that conversation. There's no page 2 to be on. There's no, well, at least we're in the map pack. It's 3 names or nothing. And this is net new demand. Numbers 1 through 4 are all about capturing better. This one is about existing in a place where their competitors haven't shown up yet and being early to it in the same way that the businesses who took Google seriously in 2009 were early. Now, I'm going to be straight with you on this one because I'd rather tell you the truth than sell you a clean number. I can't just hand you the tidy math that I gave you for the first 4. This is new enough that nobody really has clean attribution data on it yet. What I can tell you is that the businesses asking me about it are the ones that watched their Google traffic get eaten this year and then they got scared. And that fear is a very real buying signal. So that's 5. And now here's the part that actually matters, because I know exactly what a big chunk of you are thinking right now. And if I don't address it, you're gonna close this video and do nothing. Lindsay, this is great, but I don't know how to build any of this. I hear this constantly, and I want to say something that might sting a little. A year and a half ago, I was making $50,000 a year doing marketing for an insulation company. My boss kept bringing up ChatGPT, and I had never used it. I could not have built a voice agent. I could not have built a reactivation campaign. I didn't even know what a webhook was. And so I'm not talking down to you because I was you not that long ago. But here's the thing that's different for you than it was for me. When I learned this, I had to actually learn N8N, nodes, authentication, error handling, the whole thing. And it took months. You don't have to do that anymore. And that's not just me being encouraging. That's just what's true in August of 2026. Claude will literally build these for you. You describe the process, you tell it what happens when something goes weird, and then you go back and forth until it works. The skill you need now is being able to explain how a job gets done. That's it. And because this is the #1 thing that stops people, I even put a video in my school community that walks you through how to build literally anything with Claude, even if you're not technical, and even if you've never built anything before. If I can't build it is the thing standing between you and your first $1,500 a month client, go watch that video and then come back and tell me that you can't build it. Because I'll be honest with you about what's actually stopping most people, and it isn't the build. It's that walking into a roofing company and saying, I think you're losing $70,000 a year in missed calls, feels terrifying the first time. It's the conversation that's terrifying, not the code. And it was the conversation for me too. My first real client was a family farm, and I was sweating through that call. Nobody gets to skip that part, but you only have to be bad at it a handful of times. So let me bring this back to where we started. The one decision I said happens before you even open your laptop, the one that separates the guy that gets, let me think about it, from the guy that closes $5,000 a month, is which side of the ledger that you put your offer on, cost or revenue. That's it. And you make that choice with the words that you use, not with what you build. So here's the 5. 1, speed to lead voice agent. 2, unclosed quote follow-up. 3, database reactivation. 4 is same-day quotes sold as win rate. 5, AI search visibility. Pick one, then go find 5 businesses in your town that fit it and ask them one question. How many calls do you think you miss after 5 p.m.? Or how many of the quotes that you sent last month did you ever follow up on? Don't pitch, just ask. Because the second that one of them says, honestly, probably a lot, you're not selling anymore. You're just telling him what you can do about a problem that he just admitted to out loud. So if you want to learn how to build and sell these, how to actually make money with AI, join my school community of over 3,000 members, and they're doing it for real. The link is down below. And if you're a business owner and you just want these running in your business done for you, book a call with me. That link is down below too. And drop a comment and tell me which of the 5 that you picked. I read them, and I'll tell you if I think it's the right fit for where you're at. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.